Have you ever questioned what truly lies beyond our skies? Could the Rendlesham Forest Incident be our gateway to the answers? Before we dive into this cosmic mystery, let's set the stage. Picture this. The date is late December 1980. The location? The tranquil and seemingly ordinary Rendlesham Forest, located in the county of Suffolk, England. But as we'll soon discover, this forest is anything but ordinary. In the dead of night, a remarkable event unfolds that would later be dubbed the Rendlesham Forest Incident. This event, my friends, was no ordinary forest frolic. It involved none other than the US military personnel stationed at RAF Bentwaters and RAF Woodbridge, twin bases located on either side of the forest. These men, trained to face the harshest realities of our world, were about to encounter something that transcended their understanding of reality itself. Unbeknownst to them, they were on the brink of an experience that would not only shake them to their core, but also challenge the world's perception of what's possible. Now you might be asking, what could possibly happen in a forest that could leave such a profound impact? Well, dear listener, this was not a typical night. This was a night that would forever be etched in the annals of UFO history. A night that would see these military men come face to face with the inexplicable, the extraordinary, the extraterrestrial. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. After all, every good story deserves a proper build-up, and the Rendlesham Forest Incident is a story that deserves nothing less. As we prepare to delve deeper into this cosmic enigma, remember this: sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. And in the case of the Rendlesham Forest Incident, the truth is not only strange, but it's also out of this world. Now that we've set the stage, let's plunge into the depths of this enigma. The clock struck midnight and the silence of the forest was shattered. What happened next remains a mystery till this date. On that fateful night, the tranquil serenity of Rendlesham Forest was disrupted, replaced by an eerie spectacle that shook the very core of those who witnessed it. Military personnel stationed nearby at the Royal Air Force Base reported seeing strange, unexplained lights piercing through the darkness. The lights, they said, danced in the night sky, their vibrant hues oscillating with an almost hypnotic rhythm. Intrigued yet apprehensive, a group of men decided to investigate these spectral illuminations. As they ventured deeper into the forest, the intensity of the lights grew stronger, casting an otherworldly glow on the dense foliage. The air turned electric, the silence punctuated only by the crunch of leaves under their boots and the rapid beating of their hearts. Then they saw it. An unidentified object nestled amidst the trees, its form obscured by the pulsating lights. It was unlike anything they had ever seen, a vision so surreal that it seemed to defy the laws of physics. The men stood rooted to the spot, their eyes wide with a mix of awe and terror. Their minds raced to comprehend the inexplicable sight before them, their training providing no answers to this confounding enigma. The hours that followed were a blur of radio transmissions, hurried consultations, and covert operations. The men, bound by duty and driven by curiosity, meticulously documented their encounter with the unidentified object. They sketched, they measured, they speculated, but the truth eluded them. Every new piece of evidence only deepened the mystery, the object remaining as enigmatic as when they first laid eyes on it. As dawn broke, the men returned to the base, their minds filled with questions and fear of the unknown. The morning sun cast a different light on the forest, but the remnants of the night's events were all too real. As daylight began to permeate the dense canopy of Rendlesham Forest, what was once shrouded in darkness and uncertainty started to take a more tangible form. The forest, in the harsh light of day, bore the scars of the previous night's encounter. Among the dew-kissed leaves and the morning mist, investigators found physical evidence that was both puzzling and intriguing. Distinct markings, not native to the forest's flora or fauna, were etched into the bark of the trees. These weren't the random scratches of woodland creatures. They were purposeful, almost as if conveying a cryptic message. The ground, too, held its own mysteries. Indentations like footprints of a giant punctuated the forest floor. They were arranged in a peculiar pattern, as if marking the landing spot of an enormous unseen entity. And then there was the radiation. Unusually high levels of it, concentrated around these mysterious markings and indentations, added another layer to the enigma. Could it have been a classified aircraft, extraterrestrial visitors, or merely a play of light and shadow? The Rendlesham Forest Incident, as it came to be known, ignited a firestorm of speculation and theories that continue to be debated today. First, there's the secret military experiment theory. Some people believe the sightings could have been a classified aircraft, perhaps even an early drone prototype, being tested by the military under the cloak of darkness. However, this theory is largely dismissed due to the advanced technology described by the witnesses, far beyond what was available at the time. Then there are those who argue that the incident was nothing more than a misinterpretation of natural phenomena, a play of light and shadow, perhaps, or an atmospheric condition that played tricks on the eyes of the observers. This theory, while plausible, doesn't explain the physical evidence left behind, such as the indentations in the ground or the radiation readings. But let's not forget the extraterrestrial theory, the idea that the events of that night were the result of an encounter with beings from another world. It's a theory that's been given a surprising amount of credence, not least because of Prince Philip's well-known interest in UFOs and extraterrestrial encounters. The late Duke of Edinburgh even allowed his equerry to investigate alien encounters and hosted discussions on the topic at Buckingham Palace. However, despite the many theories, there's a glaring lack of concrete evidence. The incident reports are filled with contradictory statements, and there's no definitive proof to support any one theory. Skepticism is rife, with some people believing the whole incident to be nothing more than a hoax, or a case of misidentified natural phenomena. So what really happened in Rendlesham Forest all those years ago? Despite extensive investigation and countless discussions, we are left with more questions than answers. While theories abound, the truth remains shrouded in mystery. Decades later, the Rendlesham Forest Incident continues to intrigue and mystify. Its enigmatic nature has sparked a relentless curiosity that stretches far beyond the confines of Rendlesham Forest, seeping into the very fabric of our global culture. Over the years, countless investigations have been launched in an attempt to decipher this enduring enigma. Scientists, ufologists, and curious minds alike have pored over the details, dissected the evidence, and scrutinized the eyewitness accounts. Yet despite this painstaking analysis, the incident remains shrouded in mystery, its truth as elusive as a shadow in the night. This lack of conclusive answers has only served to fuel the fire of fascination. The incident has become a wellspring of inspiration, giving birth to an array of cultural creations, from the pages of riveting novels and the frames of gripping documentaries to the heart-pounding scenes of Hollywood blockbusters. The Rendlesham Forest Incident has found its way into the heart of our collective imagination.